I just saw a very interesting article that proves that this housing market crash can give you the financial adventure of your lifetime, that you can make so much more money in the next couple of years than you did in the previous 5 if you've made a ton of money. And however, even if you have not made any money previously from real estate, this here is the time. And the article that I saw is one here from a website called Zero Hedge, and it talks about the Blackstone, which is the big private equity group, and they are preparing a 50 billion fund in order to snap up real estate during the coming crash. Now, these are smart guys, and a couple of things that came to my mind as I read this here is they're committing their own capital. They're going to go ahead and they want to do it in a very quick time frame. Number one, so they within 3 months they want to be able to get this money raised. So for them, they see this is a sign that they're seeing the market erode rapidly, that things are going to start moving quickly, and they want to have a nice big war chest for them to be able to take advantage of this situation, right? Um, and here's what they said here. They could allow this fund is going to allow the firm to take advantage of a downturn in the public markets. In other words, that at a time when Americans are liquidating their housing to shore up liquidity, when the bottom falls out of the economy, Blackstone will step in and buy all distressed properties at pennies on the dollar, becoming an even bigger presence in the U.S. global real estate. The other thing here is they talk about it's not just Blackstone. There's quite a few other investment teams that are also trying to put funds together. So there's going to be a lot of money from Wall Street that are going to be scooping up these real estate assets. And you have to think about it is for you as a real estate investor and for you as a wholesaler. All right, a lot of the hedge funds have stopped buying for a lot of investors. So if you're a real estate investor and you're dependent on the hedge funds to buy most of your deals, there's quite a bit of investors that are struggling right now because now they got to scramble. However, that my opinion is that the hedge funds will come back. They'll come back, but they're waiting on the market to bottom. And so, what that means for you as a real estate wholesaler is that if you take the example of the Blackstones, that same type of mental state is also with every single one of your buyers. A professional real estate investor, they know a deal. They know especially if they've been in the business for a while, they know the ups and downs. So for you as a real estate wholesaler, I would look at this as an opportunity where if you play your cards right, and the quick question is going to be how you play your cards right. If you play your cards right, then you could put yourself in a position where with all these people are now hungry to scoop up all these different assets, you're going to be there ready to serve them exactly what they want, and you'll be able to make a killing from it. And so then the question would be is how do you position yourself for that? And there's quite a bit of things that you need to do for that. However, I'm not going to cover all of those in this video, but I do plan over a series of videos over the coming weeks, kind of laying down the framework. Now, if you think that this would be helpful for you, so that way you can make sure you're prepared, then make a comment and say, Chico, I want to be filthy rich. Put that in the comments, and that lets me know that, hey, you're ready for this housing market crash with your lips salivating and your hands ready to just take as much cash as possible. Now, there's a couple pluses and minuses to this whole thing, right? With the housing shifting. Number one is that I think there's going to be less competition. I think that there's going to be a lot of people that got into the niche, into the real estate investing niche, didn't know what they were doing, made easy money, and now this here is going to create a purge. It's going to eliminate a lot of your competition, which is good. You want less competition. The second thing is you have got to be better as a real estate investor, and you have to increase certain skills, and you have to modify certain things that you're doing. An example of the increase in skill that you need is you need to be able to speak better with motivated sellers, to explain to them exactly what the situation is on the market, get to the root of what their desires are in terms of their property and why they need to sell it, and then being able to negotiate a very good price for that property, such that then no matter what's happening in the marketplace, somebody's going to say, oh, this is a no-brainer deal. If you've got a property where, it was worth 300, but now it's worth, 280, 260. But if you've got that deal in the contract for 50% below market, and you're able to still offer a pretty good deal to a real estate investor, they'll take that deal, because even if the market continues to drop, they're still going to be good, because that price point that they originally picked up the property is good. The second thing that you need to be better at is on analyzing the market. So you can't just rely on historical data. You just can't go and look at comparable reports on PropStream, or any of these software tools, and then decide what a property is worth. You have to look at a now active inventory. You have to look at, okay, yes, this is what historically it's saying, but what is on the market now? What is that property that, hey, I thought it was worth 300, but now I see that the same 3 bedroom, 2 bath, fully fixed up, is now on the market for 285, 270, 275, and it's been on the market for 45 days and is still there. All right. That then now means that now you might have to readjust your ARV down to 250, and now make your offer based on that to the seller. So then now the new buyer, the person you're going to be selling the property to, is going to think that that's a pretty good deal. Those are the two things right now that I see as big things that I would consider important for you, to get better at. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, I'm going to walk through a variety of different things that I think are helpful. And in these videos, what I'm going to be doing is just sharing my thoughts. No agenda. And however, I'd love to know, what do you feel here in the comments? Let me know, what are you most concerned about with this housing market? What are you most concerned about happening that will be to your detriment? And that way we can help in addressing those and making sure that we can help you navigate through what's happening. And I'm ready. I'm ready. And some people might say, oh, are you taking advantage of people? No. And every Blackstone doesn't. Blackstone is black and white, right? They're there to make money, and they're going to scoop up assets at reduced prices, because financial situations of people are such that they're going to need to get rid of them. Hey, that's capitalism. If you don't like it, then you can move somewhere else. That's what I say. Let me know if you like this video, make a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.